I really, really, really hesitated making this video, but it's weighing on my heart and I know that I need to say something. And if nothing else, it's my documentation of my thought processes and what it was like for me when it all started. All right. If you thought 2020 was chaotic, then buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to go on the bumpiest ride of our lives starting in 2025, and our world is about to change. So let's back up to January 2020. My husband came home, and let me just say that my husband is not my husband is a very logical person. He's very mathematically minded. He is very tech savvy. And he came home in January 2020 and he looked in my eyes and he told me, this is about to get bad. And I was like, okay. And me being the emotional one of the two, I wanted to tell as many people as possible, warn them of what was happening, what was about to happen. I told all my colleagues, I told all my friends, I told my family. No one believed me. They thought I was insane. I did it for 2 months, January and February, telling everybody. We all know what happened in March of 2020. And people after that, after it all the shit hit the fan, they were like, wow, we should have listened to you. Well, fast forward 3 years, my husband says, well, we've hit a tipping point. He said that, you know how I've been telling you that I wasn't concerned about AI when people would joke about him, about computers taking over the world. He is like, that's not going to happen in our lifetime, maybe the boys, but not ours. Well, 2 years ago, he came home and said, this is going to happen in our lifetime. And it's going to happen probably in the next 15 to 20 years, maybe even 10. And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, we have time. We can process it, whatever. I was like, all right. Well, fast forward to 3 weeks ago, and I could tell my husband wasn't getting any sleep. He was tossing and turning at night. I could tell something was on his mind, and I could tell he didn't really want to say anything to me about it. And I was like, look, I know something's bothering you, so you're just going to have to let it out. Well, he was right about me flipping out. Because he said AI is moving much faster than they anticipated, and our world is going to drastically change in the next 3 to 5 years. And he was concerned. Because it's like looking at the horizon, you're on this boat heading for the horizon, you don't know what's over that horizon. We just don't know what is past it, and we're right on the horizon. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I am so nervous and scared and excited, and I don't even know. But let me just say that the world as we know it is about to start changing this year. Within 3 years, almost 50% of the jobs will be replaced by artificial intelligence. what that looks like for all of us, I don't know. I don't know. I know that this is on the scale of the Industrial Revolution, but we had decades that we had to adjust to the Industrial Revolution, and we're going to have just a handful of years. I'm talking 5 to adjust to this AI revolution. It is exciting, but terrifying, all rolled up in one. So a few weeks ago, when I was telling my coworkers about the situation and what was about to happen, no one really believed me, of course. I feel like it's deja vu with 2020 again. They're like, yeah, well, some of the white collar jobs I can see, but they haven't made progress with robots and things, and the blue collar workers are going to be fine. Guys, because of AI, because of the drastic changes in AI, they're making exponential progress in robots to the point that Optimus, the humanoid robot that Tesla is making, it's 10 times better than the one they made just a few months ago. It's to the point that he is going to be selling by the end of this year thousands and thousands of robots and they're going to be priced at around $20,000, less than what we pay for cars. These robots will be able to do your household chores. They'll be able to wash your dishes, cook your dinner. They'll be able to cut your grass. They learn. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Who wouldn't be excited about a robot to clean your house and cook your dinners? And it's going to open up a lot more free time for people. And I don't know what it means for jobs. We have no answers. This is uncharted territory. We don't know what's going to happen. But my fear is that it's happening so fast that people are going to be blindsided by it. There are so many people, yes, there's people using ChatGPT, but they're not understanding the implications of what's to come. I feel like a pioneer. The pioneers that were heading west to the unknown. It was dangerous. It was going to be a treacherous journey. But they were excited about what's to come. They were excited about the future. That's how I feel. It's like I'm excited because I know with AI's help, there's so many things that if humans were given enough time, eventually they would have solved it. But with AI's help, we can solve a lot of the major problems that we have in this world, such as especially medical, solving cancer, finding a cure for cancer, dealing with the environmental issues with microplastics. It could possibly make our vegetables more nutrient dense, where we've lost a lot of those nutrients. It's just amazing, some of the changes. But what scares me is this is coming about in a time that we are so polarized in the political aspect as humans. I just don't know. That's what terrifies me. What terrifies me is that we need to come together before this happens as a human society globally, because this is not just happening in the United States. We're at an AI race with China. It it's you just don't understand. And I'm sitting here and I'm overwhelmed because I know it's coming so fast. In 5 years, this world is not going to look the same as it does right now. You're going to have robots walking around everywhere. There's possibly in 5 years, there's going to be a robot for every person there is in the world. Oh my God, I don't even. But you could use your robot to be your they could cut your hair. You could use your robot when they've already used an AI robot to do a dental surgery, and it was successful. Eventually, it'll be your doctor. It'll be your personal doctor. It'll be your personal dentist. It'll be your hairdresser. It'll be your chef. It'll be, oh my God, it's just so overwhelming to my mind that we are about to walk into a sci-fi movie and nobody realizes it. Yeah, I'm still trying to process it. I haven't posted any videos because I have gone through all kinds of emotional highs and lows in the last few weeks. I don't know. But I know I had to share because I don't want you to be blindsided with what's coming. You're going to be hit by a train, and there's nothing we can do about it. We are tied to the rails. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We can just hope that it doesn't chop our heads and legs off as it comes by. I don't know. I really, really don't know. I want to be hopeful. I think that we all need to be hopeful. And if it takes the majority of our jobs, which they predict, like I said, I think I said this, I'm not sure, but 50% of our jobs will be replaced with AI in 3 years. 50% of jobs. Can you even imagine that? And I know that people say, oh, not my job, but guys, oh my goodness. Everybody thinks it's not going to happen to them, but it's going to happen to 50% of us. And after that, it's going to be rapidly hitting the rest of us. I think the only thing that I can do to prepare myself is, because we have built our lives around our jobs in at least in the capitalist market, to find purpose in our jobs. When that job is gone, we're going to have to find purpose. And I know that we are in a weakened state as far as mental health goes, and it was very apparent when 2020 happened. And we have been on a very serious roller coaster ride with mental health ever since then. And this is going to be a tipping point. That is my biggest concern initially. I can't even fathom that people that hate each other using AI to destroy the other. That's also a possibility, but I'm saying that this is why we have got to come together as a world and let go of our differences and know that we are the human race and we need to protect each other. Yeah, this is bigger than the Industrial Revolution. I am amazed that if you are living right now, if you're an adult right now, I've lived through many a revolution. I've lived through the PC revolution when PCs came about. I have lived through the internet revolution, the social media revolution, that's the internet, and now the AI. We have lived through a pandemic. We have lived through a terrorist attack, terrorist attacks on the United States soil. All that we have been through is nothing compared to what we're about to go through. I just can't express that hard enough. And you may not believe me. I don't really care if you believe me or not, because it's about to happen. But you have got to find a purpose outside of your job. If not, you are going to struggle with mental health. I am going to start trying to find hobbies that bring me joy. There's so many things that can be opened up in this. You can have more time with your family. But guys, you need to start thinking about what you would do if you did not have to work anymore, or you didn't have a job to go to. My hope is that we will go back to the way it used to be, in a sense, with robots and AI, but have smaller communities, and because you're going to be spending a lot of time. Just go, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm still processing it all, and this is just my initial thoughts to right now. But yeah, it's coming. It's about to change. And the only thing I can do right now is to focus on how can I make sure my mental health is okay when all this happens. And finding a purpose other than my job. Now, as a teacher, I know that teachers think that they're probably one of the few, and it could be, but guys, I've already seen that they are using AI tutors. They are piloting the Khan Amigo in 150 schools across the United States. It's in its infancy right now, but as it learns in the next couple of years, you're going to have students that have individualized tutors, and it can differentiate based on where they are. There will still be a need for teachers, but you won't need as many teachers as we need right now, along with what they're trying to do with the Department of Education. It may be cheaper to do AI than it is to have a body. Ah, gosh. There's going to be so many ripple effects. For every step that happens, there's going to be chaos. Oh my goodness. I just don't even know. But guys, we got to prepare ourselves. The economy is going to drastically change. Our capitalist society will no longer exist 5 years from now, I don't think, because if AIs take over 80% of the jobs, then you have no one to buy anything because they don't have work. So I just don't know. We may have to go to a socialist dynamic where everybody gets paid the same and you get enough to live off of, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I do not know. Nobody does. And anybody that says they do, they're lying, because this is uncharted territory, and we It's going to be an adventure. It's definitely going to be an adventure. And it's one that I never thought we would live through, at least my generation. I thought my boys would see it happen. I feel like my husband and I are in a good place because we'll just retire early. And my boys, they'll be in high school as all of this is happening. But the kids my heart hurts for is the ones that are going to be graduating, the ones that just graduated high school and are starting college this year. When they graduate from college, we don't know what's going to be out there for them. I don't even know. And all the jobs that we have told kids to to take, which is computer engineering and all that kind of stuff, those are the jobs that are going first. Medical jobs, computer engineering, all these white collar jobs, college educated, they're being struck first. And all it takes is the robots to be added on using AI. And then you got the blue collar jobs disappearing. Wow. Anyway, my best advice, guys, is find yourself a hobby. Think about what you would do besides doing a job. Yeah, because our world's about to be turned upside down. Completely turned upside down. I'm excited for it. I'm terrified. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, even if it's just to document my thought processes right now. But I do know that I need to get into the best health I can possibly get into with what I have now, because with artificial intelligence, there could be a situation where they can expand life in the near future by 10 years. And if I could just make it a little longer, who knows? Yeah. But I gotta get in the best shape of my life now so I don't die before it happens. Oh my God. Anyway, I'll start trying to post again on here regularly. I'm off next week. Well, this upcoming week. It was the last week before we have fall break. So I'll try to post some videos during fall break. And I'd like to get on a schedule. We'll see. But anyway, that has been weighing on my mind for the past month and a half. And I thought I'd just pop on here and share what I've been going through. What do you think about what's coming? Were you even aware that we were this close? Is it something you've been following? And what are your thoughts? I'm completely open to discussion because, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody can predict. Well, people can predict, but they really don't know. We're in uncharted territory. So, yeah, I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. Anyway, you guys have a great night. I'm going to go have a picnic with my sons. Have a good one.